Collaborations. Let's move on to the next topic of collaborations. Collaboration ties in very closely with teamwork. However, collaboration is usually between two or more people or between groups when there is more of a business goal. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and understand the importance of collaboration and how it will help us collaborate with other individuals or other teams, and how to kind of smoothly handle a collaboration that we could have in our work environment. Let me start by sharing with you some of the important aspects of collaboration. First of all, it's about sharing information and responsibilities. Now, you might be wondering, what does sharing information and responsibilities have to do with collaboration? Well, collaboration is about achieving a common goal, working towards something, usually a business goal, which could be either designing a product or designing some new service. Now, when you collaborate with other individuals or other departments, then there has to be a certain sharing of information. Now, without the sharing of information, it is impossible for you to even plot a strategy or, decide on what it is that you really want. Usually, a business gets feedback from customers, and from this feedback, we understand what a customer really wants. Now, once a business knows what a customer wants, it obviously makes up a plan on how to meet those needs. Now, in order to meet those needs, different departments of a company or a business have to come together and collaborate together to make this design this new product or service. Therefore, sharing of information and responsibilities plays a very crucial role in collaboration. Different departments will have to do different things, so responsibility sharing also is important. We have to get used to the idea that we would be making group decisions. You might be a part of a team where you're making decisions all by yourself, but when you're collaborating, it is all about making decisions as a group. So sometimes people might agree with you, sometimes they might not agree with you. At the end of the day, when you collaborate, you got to come to some kind of consensus on what the best decision is. So usually you might expect a certain response, but the end product might be completely different. And working as a group is pivotal though, because it is not about getting what you want, but it is about ensuring that the collaboration as a whole is successful. Negotiations also plays a very crucial role while collaborating. I'm sure you've already had the chance to go through the negotiation modules that we have presented. Negotiation plays an important role in collaboration because it gives you the skill to actually negotiate and guide the project in the direction that you desire. With negotiations, what happens is you're able to come to agreeable terms where different departments, although they give their own points, you're able to come to agreeable terms and forge a common way forward. So the skill of negotiation adds more value to your skill of collaboration. Coordination also plays a crucial role in collaboration. One of the key things we have to master is the art of coordinating amongst different individuals and different departments. Sometimes people could be across different time zones. Sometimes people would have different modes of communication, different timings to come to work, different time frames. So especially if you're leading a project and you're collaborating between different departments, you need to coordinate and come up with timelines and, organize meetings so that you're able to successfully ensure there are no delays in your project and you're able to meet your set targets. One of the biggest benefits you could have once you learn how to collaborate is offering advice and aiding decision making. People who have experience with collaboration are a storehouse of knowledge, skills, and experience. Because they have interacted with so many departments and so many individuals and know how to collaborate and move a project along and have seen success, they end up knowing so much about the whole business that they have a lot of insight in what's really happening, which is very rare. Now, you might be a part of a team working for a particular department. At most, you will know what is happening in your department. But people who collaborate have insight on other departments as well. They are able to gather information and understand the challenges that other departments face, and at most of the time are able to find inter-department solutions as well. Being a collaborator is a very high value skill that is necessary to ensure career success. Last but not least, collaboration helps in resolving issues. Resolving issues requires interdepartment cooperation. Resolving issues requires that different individuals across different segments of the business come together to solve problems. Now, once a company is able to solve problems, then a customer's problems are also resolved. And collaboration plays a very crucial role in this entire journey. Let's discuss some of the advantages of effective collaboration. One of the first advantages is collaboration assimilates knowledge. When you collaborate with different departments or different individuals or different segments of a business, there's a lot of knowledge input that happens. You get to know exactly what each department does. Sometimes for any one thing to happen in a service or a product, multiple departments need to touch that particular product or service for it to be successful. But when you collaborate, you get to know what each department is doing, and you're able to, then streamline the process probably, or able to really understand and get a holistic view, a three-dimensional view of what's happening. So this automatically puts you in a position where you tend to gather so much of knowledge and understanding of how the business is actually running. So collaboration helps in assimilating all that knowledge. You can put it all together and really understand it deeply. Collaboration increases experience and expertise exponentially. The moment you start collaborating with different departments, what happens is you get this exposure to different people, and this interaction with people automatically increases your expertise of other departments. You get to understand the work culture they have, you get to understand their challenges, you get to understand the experiences they have had, and when they share it with you, it increases your own experience and your own expertise. So you don't just become an expert of your own department or your own business, but you become kind of an expert of what they're doing as well. It also provides diverse and creative viewpoints. When we are working in one department, we have a particular viewpoint about the department and how our work culture is and how our business is handled. But the moment you meet someone from a different department, then they present a completely different point of view. This point of view, this difference in point of view is very important because that helps you break out of your normal pattern of thinking, and it gives you an opportunity to be a little more creative and look at the business from their perspective. Now, this is very advantageous because usually we are not able to solve a problem is because we are not able to be creative, or we are not able to detach ourselves enough from the problem. But when we collaborate and work with other people, we are able to get this third dimensional view. And surprisingly, in my experience, when I've collaborated with different departments, there are certain problems which I thought were impossible to solve, but for the other department was a cakewalk. That is purely because I did not have the insight I had before. And you will see problems just disappear. So collaboration is a very positive experience and gives you exposure to knowledge and experience and expertise. It also helps you in finding creative solutions. Collaboration helps you in streamlining work processes. Like I discussed before, that any one product or service will have many departments in a business touching it at different stages in a journey. Now, sometimes what happens is processes are so complex and so strenuous that there is so much of time wasted in interdepartment processes. Once you collaborate and you have this knowledge about how the business actually is working, it will help you streamline this entire business process. During the streamlining, what happens is all the unnecessary wastage that is happening. For example, there are instances where we have realized that the human element is not necessary. So some part of a process could be automated, handled completely by either a machine or a computer. So then the human element could be removed, and that will automatically tend to reduce time in the work process. That adds to the process of streamlining. So collaboration helps you to streamline work processes and makes the entire journey more smooth, and also helps in efficient use of time. Collaboration creates a high level of trust and improves collaborative skill. Now, when a department or when a business has different individuals collaborating with one another, this automatically creates a great deal of trust between departments. Usually, each department thinks they are the center of the business, but that is not really true. Each department has to play their role, and only then will the whole business succeed. So collaboration helps build that trust. It builds that confidence amongst different members of different departments so that they can all work together and achieve the common business goals. Due to the very nature of collaboration, there are higher chances of success. This is because there's diversity, there's creative input, there are many minds with many years of experience and expertise coming together to work for a common cause. So when people collaborate together, the chances of success of any product or any service is much higher. Collaborations also provide this rare opportunity where you can take extra initiatives. I don't know about you, but I've always felt that my daily job role, doing the same thing over and over again, tends to get a little boring. So I always used to look out for opportunities, extra initiatives that would encourage me to do something different. Now, collaborations is one of those things. If you do come across an idea or something, where you have this opportunity to do something, but it requires the help of another department, then I encourage you to collaborate. I would encourage you to ask your leaders or your bosses for an opportunity so that you can collaborate with a different department. It is an extra initiative that would only add more points to your career. And it will also help you break free from this regular routine of just doing, whatever you're supposed to be doing every day. So, of course, it will expose you to a lot of new experiences, a lot of new people, and increase your knowledge and ensure that you have more career success. How to effectively collaborate. Let me share with you some important tips on how you can effectively collaborate. These tips will help you become a master at collaboration. First and foremost, remain focused on the end goal. When you're collaborating with individuals or departments, always remain focused on the end goal. Without achieving the end goal, the collaboration has no point. So when you do decide on collaborating, always keep in mind and know exactly what your end goal is. It cannot be vague, because if you're vague in your end goal, then your journey will not be, your steps will not be that sure. You'll always be in doubt towards what you're trying to achieve. So always be very clear about what your end goal is even before you start the collaboration. Next thing is to strategize. You need to plot a roadmap on what you want to achieve. You do not need to know exactly how it's going to happen and have very crystal clear defined deadlines, but you need to have some kind of a roadmap about what are the steps you need to take in order to achieve your goal. Once you have this roadmap ready, what you could do is share it with the departments involved. Let the other departments or the other individuals go through the different stages in your roadmap and ask for feedback. Once you get feedback from them, understand and revisit your plan. Because I'm sure different departments will have different perspectives and different views on how you're planning to achieve your collaboration. So you could collate all of this feedback and then re-strategize, make a new plan including all of their inputs, and then plan a way forward. Leading by example is a crucial point in collaboration. Whatever you expect the other person to do while collaborating, you should do that first. It doesn't have to be very sophisticated or very complicated. Simple things like treating the other person with respect, being on time, taking initiative, trying to understand the other person's challenges, being open-minded. These are all small things we want the other person to do. So in a collaboration, you be the first one to demonstrate these characteristics. Create a supportive environment. Always ensure that a collaboration will only be successful if all members who are collaborating are supported. If they do not feel supported, if they do not feel heard, then they will hesitate to give you or share their ideas with you. They will not believe that this collaboration is going to be successful. So for you to ensure that your collaboration is a success, or if you are a part of a collaboration, always ensure that you are supportive of the environment. Persistence plays a crucial role in ensuring collaboration success. Sometimes what happens in collaboration is that because of the amount of departments involved or individuals involved and different timelines and so on, it is difficult to actually get a straight answer or even get a straight solution. And there will be setbacks and there will be disappointments. So during such times, it is important to be persistent. Only if you're persistent in your effort will you be able to then break through these barriers and disappointments and actually move forward. Adapt and evolve is also very important when you're trying to collaborate. Because obviously when you collaborate with another department or if you're part of a collaboration, then you will have new information that is coming to you. You will have things constantly changing. And if you're very firm and stiff about what your goals or what it is that is expected from you, then it is difficult to collaborate. So you should always be willing to adapt and willing to evolve with this new information that is coming to you. Once you're able to do that, then adjusting with the group as a whole and implementing the information or the changes that are expected out of you becomes easier. Encourage the sharing of ideas. As you must already recall, even in teamwork, we spoke about this point. Now, it is important to encourage sharing of ideas even in collaboration, because different people will have their own perspectives. And it is very important to get their perspectives, get their experience, get their understanding and their expertise on the subject. The reason you're collaborating is so that you can have an efficient solution to any business goal, right? Now, if you do not encourage people to effectively collaborate and encourage their participation, then you will not really achieve goal success. You might end up doing something only to later realize that someone from another department did not really tell you that this was not going to work or something could have been different. So it is important to encourage everyone. When you're collaborating with individuals, it is important to disagree politely. People come from different work cultures, different work environments, and there is a kind of expectation that everyone should be always spoken to politely, and even if there's a disagreement, it should not be too rude or straightforward. This is important because when different departments are coming together, especially for the first time, or different individuals are coming together to collaborate for the first time, they might not know one another. So there isn't this bonding that has really happened. Some might just not have no idea what is happening. It might be their first collaboration too. So when you're having an interaction with them and you're not probably not agreeing with something, that it is always important to remain polite and try and explain to them your point of view rather than saying that this would not be possible. You could say something like, what I believe would be the best from the collaboration point of view is so and so, rather than directly, saying that, no, this is not what we want or this is not what was agreed upon. When in doubt, it is also important to clarify. During a collaboration, different people present their points of view. Now, if you are in doubt about something and if you do not clarify, then you will build the future plan on whatever information you have. Better to clarify each and everything before you implement an action. Because without clarifying this doubt, you're only preparing yourself for failure. So always clarify all doubts so that when you move forward, you can move with certainty and assurance. Always remember to appreciate agreements when disagreements arise. Sometimes in a collaboration there can be some heated disagreements because every department is trying to get the best out of it, and some things can be possible and some things might require too much of an effort or an initiative from the other end. So when such disagreements arise, always remember to remind the whole team that you've agreed upon so much, we've come this far, Always focus on the things that were agreed upon and how their hard work and good nature has actually got you this far. This managing of human nature is very important in order to be an effective collaborator, because it is not just about following step 1, step 2, step 3, but it's also about managing people and what they feel about this entire goal. So if they feel that there is too much work being done just by them or just one particular individual, then it becomes an unhealthy collaboration. Everyone should feel a part of the team and that they're doing it together, and at the end there will be success. Be open to criticism. Not everyone will always be on the same boat, especially in the initial stages of a collaboration when people don't really know each other. There will be a lot of skepticism around. People might criticize. If you're the one leading the project, then obviously you have to be open to criticism, because it is difficult to just stand in front of a group of people and just say, come on board, I'm doing this, so everyone should follow me. You have to earn your place. You have to earn their trust. So you have to be open to criticism and take it sportingly. Be logical, be reasonable, always listen to what they have to say, and respond not out of anger or not out of some emotional outburst, but be very steady with your responses, very calm and composed, and acknowledge their point of view. Even before responding, first acknowledge and understand where they're coming from, and back up your reasons with facts so that no one can really dispute them. Last but not least, be supportive of the team. This is a point similar to teamwork. because we have to ensure that even in collaboration, we are supporting all members who are part of the collaboration. This will get all the people of the team together to effectively collaborate, share their inputs, take responsibility, and ensure that there is success in achieving the collaboration.